Hey, hey, long time no see. This is Mr. Retro coming at you with another episode. I've taken a little bit of time off. I had to work a music camp, and now I'm back and ready to record. Now, just because I haven't been making episodes doesn't mean that I haven't been on my world or anything. I've been doing some behind the scenes things, doing some AFKing, just so I can get more food and get my pumpkin and melon production up a little bit. So you can see, if I go over here, got lots and lots of chicken. Lots and lots of chicken. And I've actually had to do a purge of feathers, just because you get a bunch of those. Eventually I'll have a dump where I can dispense all those extra feathers and kind of get rid of them. Over here, I did run into a problem with our pumpkin and melon farm. I had a skeleton spawn in somehow, somehow, and it messed everything up. Um, Pumpkins and melons weren't loading in the right spot. It broke a lot of the stuff, so I go ahead and just put way too many torches in here. I haven't checked the light levels, but pretty much that's it. And when I did that, I decided to go ahead and remake the entire storage system down here. So now it's on a sorter. This is a pretty standard automatic item sorter. So what it does is it feeds the pumpkins and melons down here, and it cuts across. And in here you can see melons, and I have some um, iron bars to rename to sorters so they don't get put in there. And then melons, and then pumpkins. So yeah, so it's separated out, and I have it going one to each side. So if you can see that, you can see that these feed down and go this way. So the melons feed and go on this side, and then the pumpkins feed over and go this side. I could have made it wrap around, but I wanted to try my hand at making something a little bit more complicated. So this is the way that you get down in here. And so I built a bigger chest area, and I've spread this out just to make it look a little bit neater, but it'll eventually fill up all these chests. So I've got 6 double chests, and the same thing over here for the melons. And I just stacked some melons and pumpkins just so I could see the difference. And this is overflow, so if anything that isn't a pumpkin or a melon gets in the system, it just gets dumped over here. So if I drop any torches or anything like that, or this is where I can store some things if I need to. And this is so I can see the torches and see underneath, so I can make sure that the dead item in here is still good. But yeah, so this is kind of the stuff I've been doing behind the scenes. Lots and lots of nether trips to hit all that glowstone. Lots and lots of nether trips. I've been trying to make sure that I'm keeping the busy work off of the episodes. That way you guys can see all the good stuff. So I've been getting making lots of jack-o'-lanterns and putting them around underneath some leaf blocks to get some more subtle light coming out. I've also extended the mine a little bit, but yeah, pretty much just a lot of busy work. Been cutting some trees, all that good stuff. But for today's episode, we are going over on that side to work on an iron farm. We will get back to the mansion since we just did that on the last episode, but today we are going to go and we are going to make an iron farm. Let's hop over there. You hear that lovely sound? That is the sound of villagers. I have about, I think, 12 in there. I've kind of bred up, and all the name tags that I've been getting, I've been saving for these guys. So we're going to use those for the iron farm. Now the iron farm is going to be underground, and we're going to build a little hut, or a little house over here to store the iron. So eventually we'll make an item elevator that will send all the blocks, or all the iron, and these flowers, what are they called? The poppies, yes. I think those come with them. They're going to come up, and they will be stored in chests. Right here I have a chest marked with iron farm, and it's got some supplies. It probably doesn't have everything I need. This is going to be the materials I make the house out of, and then the actual farm underneath will use these, just cobblestone, nice ugly blocks, and then I'll use the glowstone that I have in here for light sources, glass panes and glass blocks, all that good stuff. So I think I'm going to clear out a little bit of this area for the house. Let's see. Should we put it right here? Because I don't want to put it right there. Because moving villagers is not the most fun thing to do. What I think I might do is just clear out this area right here. Right next to the giant mushroom. Yeah. You can see that I wanted to keep mobs away from there so they wouldn't be huddled around the little shack every time we wanted to go next to it, especially when it starts to get dark. I'll try not to record when it's dark, but it may happen in between shots. So let me clear out some area, and I'll probably come back to you when I have a nice foundation laid out for the actual house. Yay. So we have kind of the most of this building done. It's, very basic. I don't want it to pop out too much. Using a little bit different of a palette. I didn't want to go with cobblestone. I wanted this building to look identifiably different, just to know that this is, a special building. So we have some big open windows over here, smaller one, big open window, and a little tiny window. Now the view isn't that great. You can kind of see the nether portal. I plan on clearing some of this out in the future, so that's one of the reasons why I left that there. I kind of wanted a little bit of a view on each side. With this, you get a little bit of the village. With this, you get the mansion over here, where the ocean is over there, and eventually this tree will be gone, all that good stuff. So this is going to be what it is, and there's going to be chests in here. My plan is to put chests over here for chests here and here for the iron, and then maybe have single chests. Well, now that I think about that, there's no. Probably we'll just have a chest up here that'll be where the items end up. And for now, because it won't produce a whole lot, but eventually when we start doing big AFK things, I may have to have a couple of chests down deep for where they kind of overflow. So for now, we'll probably just have a chest up here. In fact, let me go ahead and grab that. I'm going to show you guys. And I want it over here in this 2-block section. So this will be where the items get dumped out up here, which I think that might work. Eventually. I may have to redo a little bit of this and kind of add a little back part to kind of make sure everything gets fed in there correctly. But I should be able to get it to work. Other than that, this room is going to look a little bare at first. I'm going to probably put a villager in here to kind of make it look a little bit more like a business. And I might put some furniture type things in here. Get some pressure plates, make it look like tables, all that good stuff. This will need a door. Actually, we're going to put an iron door in here so nothing else gets in. And yeah, I think that will be good. Yeah, alright. So let's go ahead and put some steps right here. And then we'll need another button on the inside so we can get out. And there we go. Okay, so once I get finished with the roof, at first I'm going to sleep, and then I'm going to get finished with the roof, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so let me go sleep. Okay, so I have lowered this down a little bit. There is some glowstone underneath most of the floor here. Just to give it some more subtle light. I have some torches in here for now, just to be safe. I don't want to take the chance of mobs spawning in there at all right now. Once I finish up the entire aesthetic in that room, the lighting will change a little bit. I'll try to make it a little bit more subtle. Also, my inventory is very full. So we're going to go ahead and dump some of this in there. Yeah. Okay, so I made the roof. It looks a little boxy. The whole building looks a little boxy, which is okay. I might actually make some iron golems kind of stand, or an iron golem to stand next to it. Kind of give it some fun animation to do with the building. But like I showed you in here, it's pretty plain. Just move the chest over a little bit so I can add some light. What I plan on doing now is digging. Lots and lots of digging underneath this building. And then, yeah, getting ready to make the iron farm. Now, there's a design I'm going to use, and I don't remember who I use it from. A lot of people use this one. It's essentially one big square, and you put, I think, 6 villagers on one side, and on the opposite side you put 6 villagers. And then it makes a little village, which I don't know how it's going to affect with this over here. It may interfere with it, it may not. I may not get very good rates, but just being on the server will hopefully, or being in the world will hopefully give us some spawn rates. So we'll kind of see how that works. With all the wooden doors over here, it may interfere with it, which I may replace with iron doors. One, so mobs don't, hostile mobs don't kill our villagers, and 2, it might help with our spawn rates down here. So we'll kind of find out how that works. I'm not a super technical Minecraft person, so this may turn out to be fine. It may be a disaster. Well, I guess we'll find out. So I'm going to go ahead and dig underneath, and I'll let you guys see as soon as I make progress. So I'll see you underground. Alright, so this is my progress so far. I went down about 20 blocks right behind the building that we're going to use, just to kind of make sure that we are, at least 20 blocks away from the rest of the village. I don't remember exactly how many blocks you have to be away, but I can always fix some things around and, throw iron doors up there instead of wooden doors. But this is essentially how big of a space around that we're going to need. Now, the farm is going to be inset, so this is going to be at the tallest part of the farm. Where these blocks are cut out right here is going to be kind of just marking the spaces for where all the doors go. This is going to be 2 layers, so there'll be a top layer of water, and then there'll be a layer like 3 blocks underneath of it. And then where these little 3 block sections are, you're 4 blocks. Why are you 4 blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you need to be taken away right there. 3 block sections are going to be marking where the villagers are going to go. Now, the tutorial I watched said something about having 10 villagers total, but I have 12, so I don't think it's really going to make too big of a difference. So what I'm going to do is just going to put 3 on each side, and I think that'll work. If not, I can always move them around a little bit. Moving villagers is kind of a pain, so it's just going to be a pain. I left some iron up here. Now, while I'm gathering this stuff, I did run into a bunch of caves under here, and there's just a lot of stuff. So it took me a lot longer to figure this out than I really had wanted to do. But I'm going to try to get the rest of this done for you in this episode. We may not we should be able to get the farm up and running by the end of today's episode, but this is a lot of digging, and you can see my pickaxe has taken a big hit, and I've got efficiency 3 and I'm breaking 3, so it's not the best pickaxe in the world, but it's been taking a big hit. I have also found this ravine, which I will light up eventually. I've kind of lit up this side of it so mobs don't kind of come in here. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done in this area. So I think the next progress update is going to be this all dug out, and I'll probably start the construction of the Iron Golem farm. We'll save the villagers probably for last, moving them in, because it's going to be a pain. Yeah, especially moving them down without killing them. And I have to use probably water. Just push them down, have a little pool of water for them to land in. But this is all I've dug up so far. Of course, these two things I had on me. I had to make some ladders, made a bunch, and I had a stack left over, and then my glowstone from earlier. But yeah, lots and lots of work. So next jump cut will probably be all of this cut out and starting construction of the iron golem farm. So I will see you in a bit. Oh man, time to dig. All right, so we have a lot of digging done. So yeah, this took a long time. I went ahead and got the most of the structure done, and I just haven't put in the water yet. Now, let's see. I need to take that out. All right. So I have to put in the water and then all the doors and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put the water down here first. That way I don't have to mess with jumping around. Now, the design I'm going with called for the, you just put it at the edges. So let's see how far that goes, okay? Now here's kind of a fun trick, is that you can just go every other, just kind of braid it in. Okay, that does just go to the edge, good. And this is why we need to get to that endgame enchantment stuff. So that way I don't have to worry about this and pushing against the water. Now I have those blocks in the corner because I think that helps direct, obstruct the water a little bit, but I think we have to do that after. And then I'll also have to put water up the top. You can probably just use this water too. Now this took a long time, and I had to end up putting more chests up there. A lot of the cobblestone that I dug out had to be used back for this, so I didn't really make trips up to the top to get cobblestone, because I pretty much had it all down here. But I did get some more iron and coal and things like that, but it's pretty standard stuff to get out a hole this size. Now, I think I just put you there. Yes, alright. Let's go over here. Let's just grab a bucket for each, that way I don't have to worry about it. Floating, floating, alright. Now, doing all this, I don't even know if I have enough doors. I think I do. Yeah, I didn't leave a 3-block gap in between. I might have enough doors at 16 for each side. Yeah, I have plenty of doors, which will be nice. That way I don't have to go up and craft anymore. This was a big undertaking. I completely forgot how massive this kind of a project can be. So, and I don't think that block being there is going to make much of a difference for spawn rates. So now that I have that, let's get up here. Cobblestone. And let's go ahead and set the doors down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we go 3 blocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay. And we can take some blocks here in a little bit and fix that. Ah, keep getting stuck on this ladder. Let's go left. There we go. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's 2 sides done. Now, the way this works is that all these doors kind of imitate a village. And with the villagers on the side, after you have so many villagers, iron golems start to spawn. Now I'm thinking with all these blocks around, it's going to keep them contained in here unless there's caves that I didn't fill up. Now, if that's the case, I can always go back. If I start seeing, iron golems wandering around in caves, I can go back and fill it in. And it shouldn't be too big of a deal. My biggest worry is just mobs getting in here and diverting attention over to the villagers, which wouldn't be a good thing. Alright, and I have extra. Okay, so I can add more blocks in here. Now, excuse me. Now, when I, my gosh, so many blocks. It was a lot of fun. I just kind of zoned out and watched Minecraft videos and other YouTube things while I was doing this, listening to music and just digging, and it's. I recommend you zone out while you dig. It definitely helps, but this will give us lots of good drops. Get some poppies for red dye, and just have iron for iron blocks and iron armor and things like that. Just maybe add some aesthetics and just have more blocks to work with. Now let's see. Now we have to add the water up here, and I believe we do the same thing. So one. Do the same thing over and over again. Now, they spawn in the air, so they don't have to have like a platform like certain mobs do, like with non-hostile mobs, like pigs and cows and stuff. They kind of have to have grass, but yeah, they spawn just in the air, which I may have to open this up a little bit, but I'm thinking with solid blocks, they will just spawn in available room. But if I have to open it up a little bit, that's not going to be a big deal. And I'll have lava down at the bottom, so it should burn away most of the junk blocks that get dumped down in there after the water pushes them in there. But I'm going to have the lava one block off of the hoppers, so when one or two blocks off of the hoppers, that way when the iron golems die, their drops don't get burnt up in the lava. Because if I have it just sitting right on the hoppers, I think it'll burn it up, which would not be good. That'd be a waste of a farm. We are getting close to being done over here on the side. And I think that does it for that. Now I need to not fall down. No. Ugh. And I can put one up on here. Alright. Keep going. Keep going. I think I'm going to hop out. There we go. Put you here. And then the last one goes right here. And that's pretty much the farm. All I have to do is add in the villagers and the lava and hopper system down there, and we should be all done. So I'm going to make a jump. I think I'm going to add in the lava and hopper system over there first. I will need a couple more hoppers, so I will go craft some up, and I'll see you down there. Alright, so here's the bottom. Yeah. So this big 3x3, the iron golems are going to fall down. They're going to land on the hoppers, and then I think at their head level, or it might be right here. No, the hoppers are going to be here, and then there'll be a space, and then lava. So we'll probably have signs right here, and then lava will be right there. So they'll drop down, they'll get in lava, and their items will drop down to the hoppers, and then we'll have some chests and stuff down here as well. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Now I need to place you, and then let's do it this way. So we'll put you, make you a centralized hopper, make all the other hoppers go towards you. Hopper, hopper, hopper. It's just one of those words where you say it enough, it almost feels like it's meaningless. So we'll make them all kind of point in there a little bit. And I just realized I have to put in the lava and stuff first. Okay, so let's do that again. Put in the signs. So hoppers go here. Then the signs. And then here, here, and here. Oh no, it's going to leave one in the middle. Okay, well we can make one real quick. Think. Crafting things on camera is always the best way to mess up. Alright, that should be good. Now, we can scale up here a little bit. Move you over. But there. Alright, and then we will put a sign here. And that should work. That should be okay. Why do you feel like you're inside this block, though? I think that'll be okay. That should work. Okay, and then we will go ahead and test it out. Let me get another lava bucket. And we'll just have one in each corner. It's kind of an overkill. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Ah! Okay. Don't die. Don't die. Let's pick up you. Pick up you. Pick up you. And then I will do this. And it will put me out. There we go. Well, that was another disaster. Oh gosh. Lava didn't disperse yet. Okay, so let's do this again without the mess up. So I need one on each side. Ha ha ha. Right there. Alright. Now I feel better about it. Let's get these back up here. Okay, now let's put the lava up. One in each corner. Let's eat first, just in case. That way we get some regen going. I would hate to die right here because I don't remember how lava works. That would be awful. Give me more. Come on. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. All right. Okay, and that seems like it's gonna work. Just whenever you have lava involved, it always makes things feel a little bit more stressful. And I think having a 1 block gap will be okay. Again, if not, I can always move this down a block. At least the hoppers anyway. I'm not even gonna try to mess with the lava. So we'll do that, and that all feeds into this one. Now, let's make a chest, just to make a double chest. And there we go. And that should be it right there. All right. So now that that's done, the only thing left is to move the villagers, which unfortunately I do not have time for today. I'll probably do that in between episodes. But before I go, I just wanted to say, didn't really ever talk about the 1.12 update. So some of the cool things in 1.12, is that you get a resource book. Now mine doesn't show up with this texture pack for some reason. So there's supposed to be a green book here. So when you click it, the texture isn't there, or the graphic isn't there, but it still accesses it, which all the items in my inventory right now it tells me what I can actually craft with it, which is really neat. It also adds concrete and saturates the colors a little more of carpets and dyes, and I believe it adds I think that's it, the concrete blocks, I believe. Or no, this is just the saturation one. So we have saturation of the colors, and the resource book is, I think, are the big things. And parrots. They've added parrots. So we go exploring the jungle, maybe we'll bring some parrots back, which would be pretty neat. So I will catch you guys next time. If you like this video, go ahead and like it down below. Also, if you want to see more Minecraft, I do one episode each Monday. I plan on adding more videos. I know I've been saying that for a while, but I plan on adding more videos of other games onto the channel. And if you want to see any of that kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe. And I have a Twitter at Mr. Retro. I also have an Instagram, an email, all that good stuff. All that stuff you will find either at the intro to the video or down below. Go ahead and like and subscribe. I also have a Facebook page. Just search Mr. Retro and you should be good. 2 M's, 2 R's, ETRO. So like and subscribe. And if you have anything to tell me, any suggestions, anything I messed up on, any comments, anything like that, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.